Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to make the hat and scarf for the string snowman. Okay, so we're going to start with the scarf. Now these are very easy to make. So with the scarf, what I did is I used a 3.5mm crochet hook and I chained 52. So I'm going to go ahead and chain 52, and after I've done that, I'll see you back in a minute. Okay, so once you've chained 52 stitches, what we then do is we're going to do half double crochet down the entire length of your chain. So what we'll do is we go into the second stitch and we do half double crochet. Into the next chain and half double crochet into the next, half double crochet. Okay, so you get the idea. So we're going to go down all the entire chain until you get the end. Okay, so we've now reached the end of the scarf, and all I did was I tied off a knot, but I left plenty of yarn to make the tassels with. So I just pull through, make a little knot, and then we're going to make the tassels. I didn't want the tassels to look too tidy because I thought it would add a little bit of character if they looked a little bit messy. So what I did with mine is I'm just going to push the needle through and leave a large loop, and then we're going to tie a knot on the next one. Leave a large loop and pull it out. So then we just cut you separate your tassels and then you just tie a knot, and don't worry about it too much. It's only an ornament, so it's not going to be messed with too much. You hope. And then once you've done them, give them a little bit of a pull so they're all sitting in the same direction, and then you trim it to the length that you would like. And there's your tassels. So then you're going to do the same on the other side. So once you've done that, that will be your scarf for the snowman complete. Okay, so onto the hat. So I used the same for the hat. I used a 3.5mm crochet hook. The yarn I'm using is actually 8-ply. It's just a cheap yarn that I just picked up in a dollar shop. So we do a little slip knot. And now we're going to chain 18. So once you've reached 18 chain, we then join it to the other end so it makes a big circle. And we pull through. Chain 1. And then we're going to do 18 stitches in every single chain. So this is actually building the height of the hat. So it's half double crochet into every chain. So once you've done your 18, you then join your stitch to the first stitch, chain 1 and repeat. Same again, to just join to the first stitch again, chain 1 and repeat. So another 18 half double crochets all the way around. Okay, so now that we've reached the end, we're just going to join to the beginning again. And then we're going to chain 1, flip it over, and we're going to do 2 stitches, 2 front post stitches into each stitch, into all 18 stitches. So we go 1 half double crochet front post, and then back into the same stitch, and then just pull through. There we go. 2. Same again. 1 and 2. It's a little bit hard to see because the wool is black, but you go into each stitch from the front of it, under, pull through, and back into the same stitch. And you're going to do that all the way around until you reach the end. And what that is doing is it's starting to create the brim of the hat. Okay, so we've just reached the end again. So what we're going to do is we're just going to slip it through into the first stitch and join them together. Chain one, and then into the top of this stitch we're going to do half double crochet, another half double crochet, and then we're going to increase. So we're going to do 2 into the same stitch. 1, 2, then 1 half double crochet, half double crochet, and then 2 into the next stitch. 1 and 2, half double crochet, half double crochet, then 2 into the next one. So we're going to continue doing that all the way around until you reach the end. Okay, so now that we've reached the end, we're just going to join to the first stitch, pull through, cut your yarn and do a knot. So now you can see the hat is starting to take shape. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to do the top bit, round circle for the top bit, and then we're going to sew it together. So for this we're going to need to do a magic circle. Now there's lots of videos online on how to do a magic circle if you don't know how to do it, but this is how I do it. You pull the yarn over there, put your hook through the top, grab the second one, pull it up, and then pull it through, and then that will give you a ring. Chain one. I like to just test to make sure that I've actually done it right, so I just give it a little pull to make sure that it's actually going to close up. Yes, and that's going to close. So now we're going to do 6 half double crochets into the magic ring. And 6. Then we're going to give a pull on the tail and just close up the ring. So then we're going to just join to the first stitch, chain 1, and then we're going to do 2 half double crochets into each stitch, and we'll have 12 stitches at the end of this. Okay, so once you've got your 12 stitches, you then join to the first stitch again, chain 1, and then we're going to do a half double crochet, half double crochet, and then an increase. 1 and 2. Same again. Half double crochet, half double crochet, and then 2 into the same stitch. And you're going to do that until you reach the end. Okay, so once you've reached the end, you then join together and pull through. So we're just going to test to see if it fits the top of the hat. Yeah, fits perfectly. Okay, so you then cut your yarn, pull through. Then we're going to flip our hat inside out. And grab your needle. I should have left a longer tail, but you're going to then sew your hat together. So we're just going to get into the first stitch and into the second like that. We're just going to slip stitch all the way around. So when you've reached the end, we're just going to do a little knot, and we're just going to weave the ends in. flip it back the other way. And just weave the ends in of your tail here. But that's your little hat. And scarf. And that's it. Ready to be glued onto your snowman.